On this week's episode, Top 3 Boss Battles. And here are your hosts, Bill and Reese.
Hey guys, welcome to Gaming Buzzed, where when the music and the lighting changes, you know shit's about to get real.
And it's not going to be good either.
Yeah, they always put like
if there's a save point.
Yeah, they put a lot of health packets around and stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, if there's a save... No, it's if there's the health packets, only if there's a merchant.
Yes.
Or someone who can repair your armor. It's never good after that.
Never good when that's about to happen. What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another episode. This week, as you might have guessed from the intro, is going to be our top 3 favorite boss battles. It's funny, like, so we thought of this. We took some time off to record because I was busy being in a drunken stupor.
Yes.
So I worked a couple of beer fests back to back.
Yes, you did.
On the night before record day.
Yours was your first one was just impressive. I saw how quickly you sold out.
This is what's buzzing with me, I guess. So we at the brewery I work at, Broken Goblet, we brewed a beer in the style of Gritty, the new mascot for the Flyers.
Nightmare Fuel.
And it's called Nightmare Fuel, and it went super viral, super fast.
Yes, I saw even Locke had to post like emergency phone call NHL. I went, oh, they're gonna let him do it again, but then I never saw anything else about it.
Yeah, that's because we ended up getting a cease and desist from the NHL.
I remember you telling me. I thought you told me about the cease and desist before.
Well, see, so we thought the Flyers got in touch with us. They're like, oh, that's cool. We'd love to work with you. And then a couple days later, we got contact from the NHL, not even from the Flyers. And it is what it is. It's been really good. You guys still do the release and everything like that. Like, so, it happens. No big deal. No hard feelings whatsoever.
Yeah, you got plenty of cease and desist.
Yeah, trust me. This is not new territory for me. But what was great about it is it went super viral. It was great business for us. Like you said, it sold super quick. We sold tickets for the cans that we had, and all of our tickets sold out in 15 minutes. And then we had it on tap in the bar. We opened at noon. By 12:25, I poured the last beer.
Oh, I thought it was 2 hours and the kegs were kidding. I thought that's what I saw.
25 minutes. 25 minutes.
Did you even get to try any of it?
I did. It was tasty too. It was tasty.
I was gonna say, shit, you had to glue all the googly eyes.
Yeah,
You might as well have the fucking
Thank God I didn't have to do that. Shout out to our bar manager, Kate. She had to do that. But it was very tasty. It was a cream ale brewed with vanilla and blood oranges. So like the white and orange, like Flyers.
I'm really surprised NHL just like shut down when the Flyers said, "Oh yeah, we appreciate this."
So it's cool. So but like the property is owned by the NHL, and what my explanation is, I don't think
you had to explain to Mark, like, guys, calm down. I've gotten plenty of these. This is what's gonna happen.
I don't think the NHL is okay with something that has a picture of a face of one of the characters with the words Nightmare Fuel attached to it.
So in other words, the NHL does not support local businesses.
Oh, no one said that.
I did.
No one said that. Oh man, I'm gonna have to edit out all of this. I hope someone, if anyone from the brewery sees any of this, they're like, oh my god. But no, there's no problems, no negativity.
Reese didn't say it, Bill said it.
So
the one who just buys beer from the brewery.
So yeah, that was been what was buzzing with me. Since we shuffled things around, what's buzzing with you?
I'm one step closer to sending the Xbox, and I'm one step closer to getting the PlayStation. Still don't know what I'm gonna start with though.
You got a lot to start with, because another what's buzzing with me is by the time you guys see this will be a little bit later, but we recorded this right when Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's introduce the beer before that.
Yeah, we're getting so far ahead of ourselves.
We're back to Bill Got Lazy, and we have a lot of choices in this one. I think you want to.
I'm gonna go for this Stone Tangerine Express IPA. This is delicious beer.
And this Flying Dog over here is yours, the one with the rainbow top.
Yes.
I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna go with the River Horse, the Citrus Maximus. And it's just a can that's seen hell.
So yeah.
Oh god. Like, it's like my can really was a gladiator. That is pretty good.
Let's see. That's that good. I haven't had that.
I've seen it, I just haven't really had them.
But yeah, we got some Flying Dog, couple Flying Dog yards I've seen here.
Oh, we got double dog shit.
Founder, I guess that's an all day, isn't it? Yeah, all day. Nothing wrong with that though.
What other cans we got?
Some ones down here. Farm Floor. I've never heard of this. Tart and Earthy. It's a cider. I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah, I'll probably end up with that one. We have our 21st Amendment brewery, the
Live for your
IPA.
Live for your dairy. I think it's called. another Austin East ciders, blood orange. Can't do the ciders. So let's just read from it.
Full Sail Lime Lager, which pretty much just sounds like a cider. And I think yours is
Gonzo Porter.
Yep, that's all you.
Hell yeah.
I remember they had the one that was like something with oysters or something. I just,
yeah, that was the oyster stout. I'm not a big oyster stout fan.
It just had a weird taste. Really salty.
But yeah, so
I haven't had a lot going on lately. I'm gonna get the PlayStation. I'm gonna do Spider-Man and all that. I'm gonna probably join you soon when I get my console back and do Red Dead Redemption 2. Because I even asked you, I was like, "Do you really need to play the first one?" And you just went, "No,
not at all." Like this game is so.
I'm just loving the stories on it.
I'm putting the horse in front of the cart. This game is really, I see what I did there, right? This game is really, really good. Let's just save it. Let's get into the first parts of the news.
Yeah, because Reese is going to go on about that game for a while. I just love the news stories about that fucking game right now.
Let's get the first part of the news. Actually, a lot of really popped off in news or in the nerd world. We haven't really got any big trailers. Some minor stuff that supposedly they casted.
13 Reasons Why.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be for the girlfriend of 13 Reasons Why. I imagine she'll be someone's daughter.
But I also figured they were done filming, so why are they casting now?
Reshoot stuff.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah, I don't think
you're gonna add a brand new character.
I don't think they're done filming though. They film in layers, so she might not be in a lot of scenes. That's why I think she might be a daughter. Might be a flashback.
Yeah, or flash forward. Yeah,
something like that.
Oh yeah, because this is supposed to take place 5 years after.
Yeah. So maybe what's the name? Maybe Hawkeye's daughter grew up.
Yeah, there you go. So. Apparently, I just saw a rumor there's also a Hawkeye standalone film in the works. I went,
we've talked about this before, and I'll say it again. I'm glad that the Black Widow film was in the works, but I would have expected years ago at this point them to make a Black Eye Hawkeye movie or just a S.H.I.E.L.D. movie that showed S.H.I.E.L.D. when Black Widow and Hawkeye were working with them, and that I thought that was going to be really cool, and I thought they were going to do that.
You thought that was going to be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, I think it was actually even. While Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was going on, they talked about doing a Nick Fury movie for a while with Sam Jackson. So I'm like, why don't they just do a S.H.I.E.L.D. movie? And that's where they can bring Black Widow in, they can bring Hawkeye in, they can have Maria Hill. Like, you know.
I watched some of Agents, I kind of fell off with it, but they would mention like Agent Romanoff, Agent Bart, and all that. It was good, like, I liked their Ghost Rider thing. That was cool.
Yeah.
But after that, it kind of fell off, because I think they started with the whole Inhumans thing. It's where they started to get ahead of themselves. I never watched. I wanted to watch because of the giant dog, but I just never.
I like Coulson, and I'm glad that Coulson's going to be back in Marvel because I do love him as a character.
And I really liked how I think it was the finale of season 1. You actually have Sam Jackson show up, and like director, he goes, "This is a one-time thing." Like pretty much exactly what he said. But no, there hasn't been that much news lately. Like
what I was saying, they casted Batman and Alfred Pennyworth in the Joker film.
So now we're going to actually have to... Oh, wait. Is that on CW or on the streaming service?
No. The Joker film.
Oh.
With Joaquin. Yeah,
I didn't see that news.
Yes, that is news. They casted Pennyworth and a Bruce Wayne. Which, here's what I think is great about it, too. When they were first talking about this Joker movie, I remember the initial rumors were there's no Batman's going to be in this movie. Yeah. Also, the initial rumors were this movie's not even going to take place in Gotham. Since then, all this news that's come out has reverted all that rumors. It's why you shouldn't let your extras have cameras because they take pictures of the props. I have friends of mine that go to school. A friend of mine goes to school in Essex County, and they're filming right around there in Newark. And he got pictures of things that Gotham Transit like on the side of it, and I was like, dude, this is fucking crazy. So it's cool to see that. I'm glad that they're not making this one exclusive world. That was my big concern. Making a Joker movie, sure, but like, why go out of your way to exclude Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen any pictures lately. Like when it first started, there was just pictures every other day.
Yeah.
Like there was the subway. There was him with smoking a cigarette with the clown guy.
Yeah.
Now you don't see any of it, which I'm kind of happy for.
Yes.
I don't want shit spoiled for me.
Yeah, keep a lid on it.
Other news. The reveal of Bane in Gotham.
Oh yeah, so
it looks pretty bad.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean,
as I told you,
does it look worse than Batman and Robin Bane?
Oh fuck. No, because that Bane was like more comic, realistic. This one just looks like just robotic. It's just it looks like a mess.
Is he a big dude?
No, I know that I saw the picture of him without the mask, and I recognized the guy. I just can't remember from what. I think it's like one of those. It was still the WB.
That's pre-Bane, so pre-juiced Bane.
No, just the actor. It's a well-known actor. I just can't think of his name. It's like one of those One Tree Hill guys, one of them. But I think the casting for that was done. I pay attention to all that CW stuff.
That's a shame.
I know. I just do it just for the fuck of it. But they're doing their Elseworlds thing where Flash and Green Arrow.
Yes.
I kind of gave up on both. Arrow was interesting at first, then it got to CW-y, I guess is the word for it.
Yeah, that was my big reason why they're just a little too campy for me.
The Flash was fun for a little bit. Supergirl, Oh, we have a new Superman.
Black Suit Superman. I saw all the stills of that.
And they have Ruby Rose as Batwoman.
Yes.
I might just watch this for that, just because it's Ruby Rose. It's just so bad.
I can't get into the DC TV stuff. I just can't do it.
Yeah, like you said, you gave up on Gotham, what, 2 seasons in?
Yeah, and not even because I disliked it. I just was watching it on Netflix, and like season 3 just came out, so I watched season 2 on Netflix when they released it, and I fell off by the time season 3 got released on Netflix. I was like watching another show, or got busy and just never went back to it.
I think I'm watching the last season on Netflix now, and they're doing the Pigman. You remember? Yeah, he's like the main villain.
The doctor.
He's the main villain now.
That's a horrible main villain. Batman has a rogues gallery wider and better than any superhero in the entire comic book world. And
they did Mr. Freeze. They did Firefly. They had Scarecrow on for like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
They kind of just ran through them all. They had their fake Joker.
Yeah, I mean, and Penguin's still around, I imagine, of course.
The Sirens are still there. Catwoman's still there. Yeah, me and you both had the crush on Catwoman, so.
Yeah, oh God. Cameron being Condova.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only good thing about that show. They have Solomon Grundy, and it's just so bad.
Oh, man. I'm glad I don't watch those shows. Now, I got some other sad news. I guess not sad news, just news that wasn't necessarily news to my music to my ears. Fallout 76 releases more info on their Battle Royale style modes and their player versus player. So, the beta came out on October 23rd for Xbox pre-orders. And there's been some online reviews going on. A buddy of mine, who's another big Fallout fan, has been saying like how horribly underimpressed and like how disappointed he is and where this game's going. Because
but is he one of those friends you can trust his opinion?
It was Locke.
Oh, okay.
Locke also hates everything, though.
I know he hates The Last of Us, which is everyone's favorite game.
Yes, he hates everything.
That's why I love whenever you post favorite games, you always say Last of Us just to piss him off.
And so this also is him being judgmental. Here's the thing. I say it all the time.
Is he a Fallout fan though?
Huge.
Okay.
Huge. He got me into Fallout.
Then I guess you should take his.
Yes, he's a purist though, and
but also follow your own way. It's like people hated the Riddick movies. I enjoy them.
And this is what I said. Like the slogan of Fallout is war never changes. I mean, war never changes, but the battlefield does. Like it's still a Fallout game. Like yes, it's not like okay, maybe it's not the greatest Fallout game that you wanted. Maybe it isn't exactly what you wanted, but it doesn't make it not a Fallout game. It's still going to be a Fallout universe. It's still going to have the Fallout feel. It's going to be a Fallout world. I'm still going to want to play it.
If you do good, is it winner TV dinner?
winner radioactive dinner.
There you go.
So yeah, it's the play versus player, and they will have private servers though, but it's not going to be at launch, and that is kind of depressing.
Are you surprised though?
That's
with everything.
Yeah.
I still do like the rules that me and you have talked about for it though. Like you can't just immediately start a battle or something.
Yeah, but supposedly like they're saying like it's still shitty. It doesn't really like it's a broken system. That's what Locke was saying from the reviews. I haven't read any though.
I mean, I guess I'll take his word for it. I can see how it would be broken because it is, as you said, it's the beta.
Yeah.
They're like really just testing everything out.
But it does work cool. Like, if you don't engage with someone, then the duel doesn't actually start. So they do very minimal bullshit damage to you. But, I mean, what if someone just stands around and just shoots you for, like, 20 minutes straight? Like, I'm trying to go do a mission, and this guy's just following me around, shooting me in the back of the head.
And some people have a lot more free time than we do.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that can get annoying.
But it's like we said before with the whole if you kill someone become a mark thing. That's going to be people's goals.
Yes. Seriously. That's the thing. The trolls out there on the internet are going to go out of their way to kill these people. They're going to be like, oh, dude, I'm just going to do this and be hunted for like the next 8 hours I'm playing this video game.
They're going to try and find loopholes.
Of course. So, I don't know. Again, I'll probably get it day one because I'm a Fallout nerd like that. But It's under some heat. And the final kind of the biggest news article that came out, like Soul Calibur 6, like there's a lot of news coming out for that, stuff like that.
They redid the Ninja South Park.
Yes.
Did you see that? I thought that was the coolest story thing. Although Kenny had a sword, Kenny didn't have a sword, he had a ninja star. And that's what he threw in Butter's eye. Who threw a ninja star in his poor dog's eye?
That's been the thing of all the releases of the character creation, people's character creations. Medieval. There's medieval news.
Yes.
So it's funny, I was actually saying to Bill earlier when we were doing the pre-show.
So happy
I was going back and listening to old episodes, and first and foremost, I got to say, thank you for anyone who listened to those first 2 episodes and still listens to this show or watches this show.
You're probably going to hear a little bit in this one because I didn't like the heater or something.
Yeah, but the audio is fucking horrific.
I think I tried listening to the first episode once and I just went, nope, that turned me off.
Yeah. Yeah, you know it's bad. You can't even stand and listen to yourself.
I was going to go, oh, God, I can't listen to this fucker. That's when, afterwards I went, that was me.
But yeah, so we talked about this weeks and weeks and weeks ago about there being a Medieval remake coming out, and it
was originally, we thought it was a remaster.
Yes, originally a remaster. But now we've come to find out that not only is it coming out, but it is a remake, not a remaster.
I just hope it has this, well, not the same levels. I just hope it's more open world, because like old school PlayStation games, they could say open world. No, you still went along the confines of the level.
Yes.
And all that. Like, no one was really open world until
GTA 3.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, well, Ocarina of Time, which I think was before GTA 3.
Yeah.
But those are the two, that and Mario 64 are the big early sandbox games everyone remembers for consoles.
I loved Medieval. That was just such a fun game to play. Getting the resurrection files, getting the chalices and all that, so you get better weapons. I enjoyed it.
I would play the shit out of that if they remade it. That's gonna be
a
fun
PlayStation fucking exclusive.
Of course. Because all the good exclusives are on PlayStation.
I'm just very ready to see the commercials for that and just how they would market it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like
probably just internet marketing. I think it's gonna end up seeing something that's on the arcade.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they're gonna push it really big. One game that I always talked about that I would love to see a remake or a remaster of was Streets of Rage, and they are doing it. They're doing an arcade version of the Streets of Rage. I honestly kind of wanted a 3D one, but like
I don't know why I really thought you were gonna say I really want a remake of Spyro. They just did that like 3 months ago.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's coming out soon. I don't think it is out. Maybe it is out. Who knows? I don't play it, so obviously it shows you how much I know about it.
Well, yeah, I don't even pay attention to the stores anymore because there was the big Turok remake that was still like $30 and it looked exactly the fucking same. Like I'm a Turok fan, but.
But yeah, so I guess I'll take this time now for the other big final news thing. As I talked a little bit before, Red Dead Redemption 2 dropped.
Have you tested the horse graphics?
I tried to look, but I couldn't tell. I tried to look.
I'm just loving the news stories right now, like users taking advantage of graphics to draw dicks in the snow.
Yes.
Which I'm just going, what the fuck is it with this game and dicks? Like, let it go.
People have too much free time on their hands. That's what that is.
People are obsessed with dicks. Like, Jesus Christ. Sex ed. Just show them there. For fuck's sake.
Everyone's still a 12-year-old kid at heart. Let's not forget that. Especially anyone that considers them a gamer. Anyone that considers themselves a gamer is still a fart joke laughing at person.
Yeah, but everyone's like Jason Lee from Mallrats right now. Like, oh, what about the dicks?
Obsessed with dicks. We're fucking Jonah Hill's character.
Your friend needs help.
Drawing dicks.
Oh, yeah. Drawing this big veiny motherfucker.
The graphics, spectacular.
I haven't seen the. No, I know this one's gonna piss you off.
Oh, let's hear this.
It came in that the best console to play Red Dead on
was Xbox.
Yeah. And some people were like, but how do you know? Like, I'm pretty sure the companies are testing it. I don't fucking know.
Here's the bottom line. You'll never hear me say that the PlayStation is a more powerful or better piece of hardware than the Xbox, because it is not. The Xbox One is actually the more dominant of the two when it comes to graphical output and hardware and tech and everything like that. But with that is a huge caveat for me. The reason why I always say PlayStation is a better console is because it's a matter of opinion. Like, it's better to me because, it's very simple. Exclusive games.
I say both are good in their own way. Yeah, you have the exclusive games. We have the controls. I
don't like Microsoft's exclusive games. I like PlayStation's exclusive games, so therefore PlayStation's better for me. So like, if you're the world's biggest Halo fan out there.
So we could do this. Like, I can put my sheet over there with you. Like, oh, there's all the Xbox exclusive games. We'll go over here. That's all the PlayStation.
Yes. And that's really it. That's my biggest thing. So, but I'm not surprised to hear that.
Like they have the God of War series. Like right now you have the God of War. You have Spider-Man on that. It's just blowing up. But no, we'll get back to your review so far of Red Dead.
I'm only about maybe 3 to 4 hours in. I don't get a lot of time to game. But like I said, it's gorgeous. It's so immersive. And I was talking about this, and
I watched the weather change video. I thought I was watching like a real video of the weather changing.
As I was telling Bill earlier, when you go into towns and RPGs and action RPGs and third-person games, and you see people, you always are like, oh, I want to talk to this person, I want to talk to that person, I want to do this, I want to do that. And you never really could. You're always really limited. Red Dead does not feel limited in any aspect. I don't feel like there's so much to do. Every person you walk by, you can focus on and have a short conversation with them. Some you can go on longer, depending on if they want to talk to you. Some you can just rob and stick up. Or
you find the random old crazy person in town. That's the whole game right there.
Yeah. Just spending 20 minutes talking to this random stranger in a bar.
That's why the game file is so big. Just the conversation options.
They really paid so much attention to detail. The customization when it comes to your outfit, and these are all things that are expected. People are like, oh, it's cool. Every game has that. They do, but I haven't seen a game in recent years where it's just laid out so magnificently as Red Dead Redemption 2 did it. I spent 20 minutes in the store buying vests and hats and shit like that.
I've already told you how in-depth it is for me just going through my feed. There is there's the cheat codes thing, and there's the drawing dicks thing.
Yes.
There's an article on how to fish, and I read to you the one-line thing.
I haven't even gotten a fishing rod yet.
I just went, this is fucking crazy. They're like, try fishing when it's raining because fish will think there's bugs on the surface. I just went, are you fucking kidding me?
Man, some poor sap spent 14 hours a day making that AI to work. Which that was another big thing. People were trying to boycott the game because supposedly of unfair work conditions. Supposedly the coders were working 14-hour days getting this game ready. And I said it like this, that maybe it might come a little harsh. I mean, if you don't like your job, quit your job.
Maybe they put in the hours because they had faith in the product.
Yeah. So unless it was slave labor and they had you chained to the chair, you don't have to go to work.
Yeah, really.
So I mean, it sucks. I mean, I'm not saying that your job was easier or anything like that, but I don't see why boycotting the game. But you can. I'll say this.
Maybe if they did that with Days Gone, it would probably be out by now.
Yeah, possibly. One thing I will say though, you can tell that the work was put in. You can totally tell the time.
I think I just gave all the examples of that.
was put into this game. It's just it's wild. It's really wild. I'm super excited. I can only imagine
that weather change video. I'm just going. Okay, this went from the game to. Some nature shit.
I'm really curious how the online's going to work. And you know me, I'm not a big online gamer, but I love this game enough that I'm really curious if it's going to have the same type of online community that GTA 5 did.
I must keep staring at the poster because there's Red Dead Redemption right there. Redemption. Bill also learned don't comment things, try to be funny.
Oh yeah, so I made a meme because John Marston's the hero of Red Dead Redemption 1, of course, and this game is a prequel. So you meet young John early on in the game, and everyone famously knows John Marston has a big scar across his face. So I made a meme of his young face with his older face, and it says, "You want to know how you want to hear about how I got these scars?" The fucking Joker. Even Bill's like, "Oh well, I wonder,
I'm sure it'll be a DLC pack knowing it's Rockstar."
Yeah, and then
I had so many. Within 3 minutes.
Both people were like, "Oh, actually, it's in the game."
Reese commented first, they explained the first hour. Then I have. I'm sorry to the nerd gang with this one, but it looked like the comic book guy from The Simpsons. Just well, it's actually in the first half hour. I just texted Reese. I was like, it was just easier to delete it.
I'm deleting my comment.
Or just play the drinking game of how quickly this just blows up, and I get the same thing over and over.
25 people like, oh, dude, it's actually in the game. It's actually in the game. So you find out how John Marston. I can spoil it for you because by the time you guys see this episode happen, he gets attacked by wolves. So the game starts. Your crew is leaving a town where a job went wrong. You guys get separated in the mountains. You go out looking for him, and he's hiding in some mountain area, and he's got a big slash across his face. And then when you rescue him, wolves start to run out and come at you. So that, I guess they would allude to the fact that the wolf is what scratched him on the face.
I still think there's gonna be a DLC pack. It's Rockstar, and they love doing this.
Yeah, I can see there being a DLC where you get to play as John because everyone loved John. John is one of the most popular protagonists of the last 15 years of gaming. So I totally could see them doing a DLC. But it's deep, man. I haven't done any hunting yet.
Have you seen all the reviews? Like, it's the, as I've said when I heard, the game of our generation, which you just went, no.
Yeah, no. I want to say it's the game of generation, but
I'd say it's the most advanced game of our generation because it's the most recent game to come out. So
it truly shows how far video gaming has come. Like, this is the first game I've played in a long time where I was like, all right, guys, I'm like, this is exactly how it should be done. Like, not that any... That's why I love Rockstar. Every game that I play of theirs, I have so much fun. Because I'm like, you guys do such accomplished, well-polished games, and they've knocked it out of the park once again. This is, like...
Redone the Warriors first, yeah.
Well, yeah. So, but yeah, the Red Dead Redemption 2 is hot fire. Go out and get it. I can't wait for the online to come out in a couple months.
I think you can because you have Fallout 76.
I know. And I still, guys, have not beaten Spider-Man.
You're
94% done the game. I'm trying to 100% it. And I save the boss battles, like, so I always save the boss battle before I finish, like, all the things in the game. I'm getting all the secret photos. There's 50 of them. I have about 10 or 12. I need to get, like, 38.
You had me and Justin watch the one boss battle. We're just going, is this what they're all like?
Yeah.
Jesus. He doesn't stop talking.
Yeah, he did. No, never. But it's so much. Spider-Man's a great game. Red Dead Redemption right now, though, is the runaway for Game of the Year. I'll say it right now. It's a runaway.
Against God of War. Really?
I haven't played God of War, so I heard God of War was great, and I'm not knocking it, but...
I mean, you have, like, as you said, we have Spider-Man, we have God of War, we have Red Dead now.
Yeah, Fallout's going to be the other one that's going to be a contender. I don't think Fallout's going to dent it, because I think Fallout's going to be so flawed with its online capabilities.
And also, I think we talked about this before, when's the deadline for when these games have to be out?
I don't know. I don't know when the Video Game Awards are, actually. But, well, let's put it this way. Come January, our first episode will be our top 3 games of 2017. Yes. And right now I'm telling you Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption 2 are my number 1 and number 2.
But those are 2018 games. You said 2017.
I did.
So we're going to go right back and redo it.
You know what I meant. You know what? Honestly, when I listened to it, I would love to redo 2017's Game of the Years because I would have included Horizon Zero Dawn because I didn't play Horizon Zero Dawn.
That means we're going to play this record without the microphone, just for nostalgia.
Yeah, just to make it. We'll get the old camera.
That's the whole reason why we have a new camera now.
Oh man,
we've been doing this for almost a year.
Yeah, we're coming up on the year anniversary of the first meeting we had. I think by this point last year we had talked because we talked at Happy Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
the Halloween Beer Fest.
I think it was. I just saw because I looked through tag pictures and it showed meeting to discuss the podcast. I think it was November 12th.
Yeah, it was the week.
I just went, holy fuck! It's already been a year.
Yeah. Man.
God damn.
And you guys are still, there's people, it's so funny because I haven't been so horrible uploading episodes, and we actually have people asking, like, dude, like, when's the new episode coming out? And I'm like, oh shit, people actually listen. And actually, like, I'm like, oh man, maybe I should go work on some new episodes.
It took you almost a year to actually listen.
Yeah.
I think I've listened to 2 or 3.
No, I listen to, here's the thing, when you edit them, I listen to the episode 2 or 3 times in the time that I'm editing it.
Yeah, you're going to find that great clip where I thought you were going to puke.
Yes, I got it. I gotta go back and pull that clip. That was a great clip.
When Reese ate a medicinal cookie.
Yeah, I accidentally, quote unquote, for the guys that aren't watching, ate a special cookie while we were taking break.
That was a fun second half. He comes down. I think that cookie was special. What do you mean? He's like, what? I was like, was it made with love? He went, no, made with weed. I went, oh, this is gonna be a great
weed
half.
And love.
But no, seriously, don't spend the time on the horse sticks.
Yeah.
How many have you drawn in the snow?
None.
So far.
I haven't done anything weird because I'm so early in the game. I feel like I need to like do all the early missions at least before I start venturing off and getting into weird shit. And also, I don't know how I want to RPG this game because there's a lot of cool karma stuff. And so, like I said, you escaped a heist going wrong. At one point in the game, I'll talk about this one mission real quick. A guy just rides up to you and your friends. He's like, yo. He's like, I know you. You were in this town. And you're like, no, you don't know me. He's like, yeah, you were. Like, you robbed a bunch of people, blah, blah. And you chase him down. And he falls off of his horse and rolls off of a cliff. And he's hanging there. And you can question him. And you can either choose to kill him or save him. And I chose to save him. And then, like, you get his name and stuff and leaves. And I'm thinking, like, maybe this guy's going to pop up again. Maybe, like, because he seemed, like, really scared and he was happy that I saved his life. Like, maybe it'll work. I did a mission earlier where a girl, this chick that's in the camp that I'm in, got punched by this guy, and I accidentally pulled a weapon out and I stabbed him. I killed him, and like the cutscene afterwards was like, oh blah blah blah, like you're like, yeah, Arthur left him worse than like don't worry about it. But then I replayed it, like I fucked up, I fucked up the second half of the mission.
Yeah.
I restarted the mission, did it again. That time I just punched him and I knocked him out. And when we were talking about it, she was like, oh yeah, Arthur punched him and knocked him out. So there's definitely like a karmatic, like they have an honor system they call in the game where like you can do certain things and it'll affect the world around you. It's really amazing, man. It reminds me a lot of like the Paragon choices and like Mass Effect, but I feel like it's everything. Everything you do.
So like this is one of those games they finally say it actually really does finally affect everything. Okay.
Supposedly, and we're gonna see. The game's been out for only 48 hours, so like we'll see how deep it gets once you get more reports of.
Cheat code list.
Cheat code list. How much of the map has been explored? Do you think people have already posted the full map?
No, I even asked you. I was like, how expansive is this map? You went, I don't know.
It's massive. It's massive. So, yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2. Go get it. Bang, bang.
That's a cut.
It's totally a cut. But that's what's so great. I was like, yes, just had laughing. So, yeah, you thought the finger guns were
it was so funny, I lost my shirt. I don't know why that got me so bad.
Bang, bang.
I just wasn't expecting it.
So yeah.
You can't tell, we took a break.
We took a break. We're back now with our top 3 choices for our favorite boss battles.
Reese had to go, look up all the top tips for Red Dead.
I did. You know me, I'm the squirrel king. Yeah. It's extensive. I told you, man.
The weapon thing got me.
Yeah, so yeah, and something I learned, I did not know this. So if you walk through like waist deep water, your gun will become rusted and damaged. I knew there was gun damage. I didn't know that water affected it. I mean, and the thing is, like when you think of it, it's like, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But like, you would never think that would actually be something that they would put in the game. Like I said, man, it's really fucking immersive.
Yeah, they just said it's immersive. That's why I want to play Red Dead 1 first. I don't want to be all like, let's down and play this one first. And I go, oh, you can do all the same things in the first one.
Like, no. Red Dead 1's great. It's a great game, but they really they upped the ante. This is like a Mass Effect 2 in the comparison to Mass Effect 1.
Yes, I'm seeing that.
Yeah,
just
so
not as extensive as.
So like Mass Effect 1 was great because I loved it and I loved the characters in that. Mass Effect 2, I was like, man, I don't have all the same characters I had before, but they really upped the gameplay so much.
Yeah, they got rid of the elevator.
This is they got rid of the sword on elevators. This is the same thing. Red Dead Redemption 1 was great. I love the characters. This one, like, all right, well, it doesn't have the same characters, but they did so much to the gameplay. Yeah. It really upped it. I mean, and you get to talk to John. John is an actual non-playable character in the game, which makes me happy because he was always one of my favorites. But so let's get into our top 3 choices. You want me to start it off?
Yeah, you take it.
Let's start off. So this is the first boss battle on a game that has been a long-running franchise for some time now. And I remember the first time, it's very early on in the game, I remember getting this boss, and it was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that in a video game. And I'm talking about the Hydra battle in God of War 1.
I was talking about this one too. That's just the fun. God of War 1 now. That first fucking level where you can like go off onto all the shit masts.
Yes, yeah.
But if you fall, you have to go and do it again, which just got really fucking annoying.
The scope of it. I never played a video game where there was a boss battle that was that big. Like
simple boss, but it was just you really gotta know what you're doing. Like.
It was just so memorable. It was so memorable. Like I remember, like when you're on the ship, making your way up to the top of the ship, he's smashing through. I
just remember the gore of that.
Yeah,
that's when. This is the time when people were like, "Oh, the gore in this game is just outrageous."
Yeah.
You look now.
Yeah. Look at the getting limbs ripped off in Doom and Chainsaw in the face and all these other games and the little gore of the Dead Space games, stuff like that.
But people look like now, like these graphics are terrible. Like, not at the time.
Yeah, so that Hydra battle, and we gotta talk about God of War in general because they set the bar kind of for those grandiose battles,
yes.
And then you get to the when you had to get, I forget what you had to get, so you get the ability to be a god, the fight areas at the end of God of War 1.
Pandora's, was it?
Pandora's,
Pandora's box, yes.
All the battles. We looked at a top 25 list of the best boss battles of all time. The Poseidon battle from God of War 3 was in there.
That's still what I'm going to play.
I only played 1 and 2. And you know what?
We mentioned Zeus.
Yes.
And we also went, you win, but you don't win.
Well, you don't really win. So I don't know if I should include that on the list.
I remember that was just
No, I did play the beginning of 3, because I remember the beginning of 3 they strip you of all your powers. 3 is the one you battle Hercules and everything. So I did.
I really need a PlayStation.
Yeah, you need a PlayStation. That's basically the answers. So what is your number 3?
I went with Fontaine from BioShock.
Wow,
a lot of people had problems with the. Well, we watched the video from number 1.
Yeah,
that's my number.
Yeah.
But a lot of people had problems because it's just such an easy boss battle. It's the final boss, but it's still just so easy. But it's still so much fun, and this is one of those things like you develop your characters the whole time. Your ending there kind of shows how much the little sisters help you, how much they're against you, and for me, it's just one of those ones where it's fun because it's the ending of a great game. And just the storyline of that fucking game, and how Fontaine really was pretending to be someone, but he's using "Would you kindly" against you the whole fucking time.
The build up of that is just really that's what makes a great boss battle like that. Even though, like you said, the boss battle wasn't necessarily the hardest boss battle to have, but getting to that point and finally getting the satisfaction of being able to fight the person that's put you through all that really is like. It's really one of those big moments that really is a big deal.
I even go back to your one, God of War, like the end of that one. Ares was a fucking bitch to beat.
Yes, he was.
I died so many fucking times.
I remember having a lot of fun with the Medusa battle even too.
Yes. Well, that wasn't even really like it was just kind of you had to do the moves a certain way.
Yeah, What were you? Because you fought the Gorgonites, but there was actually a battle with Medusa at the.
I just remember how bad the graphics for all the gods' faces that came through the door were. God, they were so bad.
I mean, in like 1998 or whenever that game came out, it was
that was groundbreaking at the time. That's why I was like, oh, it's so gory. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking play Bioshock, then you'll see some goddamn gore.
So, like, one thing I thought was great about Bioshock that I'll talk about, and I love games like this, and I'm going to talk about in my honorable mentions and other games that do this. I love games that have characters in it, enemies in it, and it's more or less a mini boss battle every time you face that character.
Yes.
And that's what it was like fighting Big Daddies going through Bioshock. Like, every time you had a Big Daddy confrontation, it was like a boss battle. It was like a level boss. Like,
even with the special ammo, they would still do the same amount of damage back to you. Like, there was no really...
Yeah. Well, you're fighting like a dude in a fucking giant scuba suit with a drill on the fucking end of it, it's...
The pictures never really helped either.
Yeah, no.
All the research you could do.
So the Bioshock was a game that definitely had very interesting, very fun boss battles. I remember I played a little bit of it. I watched people play like all of it, and those fights were always like super harrowing.
Oh, dude, the Big Daddy fights were always like the scariest. But Fontaine, I think a Big Daddy was harder than Fontaine, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. Sir?
My number 2. So we're talking about easy boss battles. I actually showed you this earlier on YouTube, and you can see how easy boss battle is when you actually do the attack on the Jefferson Memorial. So you're battling the Enclave and Fallout, and you're battling alongside of Liberty Prime.
Give your exact wording for the video we watched.
That was literally the what did I say?
The lamest run you've ever seen.
That was literally the lamest run I've ever seen. So the battle at the end of Fallout 3 is you are aided by a 50-foot fucking robot and the Brotherhood of Steel as you guys are attacking the Enclave, and this guy literally just ran alongside of the giant 50-foot mech and didn't fire his gun a single time. No. There's enemies everywhere. And don't get me wrong, the mech's doing a lot of work, but I remember whenever I played Fallout 3, I played that game like 3 times, I was up in those buildings, like, running alongside them, like, getting in the middle of the firefights and stuff like that.
Yeah, I could see you being a lot more in-depth. That was just boring to watch.
Yeah, that was boring to watch. I just remember, again, grand-scale boss battles, and he was fighting on your side, thank God, you didn't have to fight him. Like, that was something really cool. Another big one from, I was saying, like, and this is the thing, this wouldn't even necessarily be a boss battle, because this is just an enemy in the game. The first time you ever had a Deathclaw interaction in Fallout, the first time you fight a Deathclaw, you're like, holy shit. Like, okay. There's 2 sections in Fallout. One's called the Deathclaw Sanctuary. Don't want to go there. And another one is called Ol Only. And Ol Only is a town, and it's literally just got Deathclaws walking around the streets in this town. Those were always epic and intense battles every time.
I remember for me, the first Fallout I played was Fallout 4. And like just that first time you fight the Deathclaw, and I didn't have any ammo left in my power armor.
Did you shout at him? Did you yell? Did you yell loud words?
I just sat there going, just keep pistol. Like, I don't know what's going on.
One thing that's really cool, I'll talk about it real quick, and you can always call this a quote-unquote boss section. In Fallout New Vegas, so where you start out on the map, you obviously want to make your way to New Vegas. You're not in New Vegas. You want to make your way there, or close to it. You're looking for the guy who shot you in the head. And there's two ways you can go to get there, because there's mountains in the middle. It's in the bottom. Mm-hmm. You can either go south, where you have to go around this entire road, you run into a whole bunch of towns, you come up and around the map, and then you eventually make your way to New Vegas 20, 40, 50, 60 hours later, however long you want to play. Or,
I know for you were doing side quests the whole way.
Or, if you wanted to go north, you can cut right through this quarry. The quarry is infested with death claws. So when you're like level 1, there's no... and it's not only death claws, but there's death claws in there. There's an alpha death claw. There's the queen, mother queen death claw in this quarry. So basically going that way was...
You just mentioning someone being level 1. Was there not someone who beat Fallout, or one of them, and did not kill a single person?
Yes, it is. Which that's totally possible. Like running away from battle 1 and being able to talk your way out of a lot of battles. You talk your way out of a lot of situations. So if you dump enough of your stats into your intelligence and charisma.
I wish I would have done that in my first playthrough of New Vegas, because I was trying to recruit the whole town and no one was having it.
Yeah, man. I don't know how you felt with that. I got everybody on my side. I got Easy P to give me the dynamite. We took down the fucking the gun runners.
I'm gonna have to go back through and play it again.
Yeah, the gun runners are powder gangers. They're powder gangers. But yeah, so yeah, I had to pick. Of course, I had to pick a Fallout game. No, but I just remember that being like so much fun for me to like. You made it to that point, and then you actually had to work to build up the robot to get all the pieces.
Oh yeah.
And that, wait. Are you drinking? Are you drinking something special over there?
The double dog. I didn't realize.
Cool, Ohio. 11.5%.
Oh shit!
We're not called Gaming Buzz for no reason at all, Bill.
Gaming Buzz. This is gonna be gaming sleeping on the floor.
At least it's not. We still don't have any wine.
Don't. That's the worst hangover.
So that's my number 2. What do you have for number 2?
Now I'm dreading Valentine's Day episode. The Scarecrow from Arkham Asylum.
Nice.
Those levels were just so weird. And just the introduction to him, like you go into the morgue and like you find your parents.
Yeah.
That's where you're sitting there going, okay. But the second playthrough around, like you can turn around, you can see Batman's eyes are like, okay, this is where Scarecrow's toxin started.
Okay, yeah.
But no, those levels were just so weird. How you have to sneak around and hit him with the spotlight that effectively kills him. But no, Scarecrow is just a fun villain. Along with like Mad Hatter, who's in the DLC.
Yeah.
Those missions were fun. They were short.
You know what's funny? The Scarecrow mission always reminded me of. You ever play Max Payne?
Yes.
Remember the missions where you're high on Valkyrie and you're running around in your own brain and stuff like that? Those. When I remember playing the Scarecrow mission the first time in Arkham Asylum, I don't know why it was reminded me very strongly of that Max Payne level.
I think I always got spotted too. At least once or twice, I always got spotted by him.
Oh, the one in Asylum? Yeah. We were hiding behind the different things.
And then me and you both know he's the main villain in Arkham Knight. Which I was actually really surprised I went with him.
Yeah.
Because, like, you just go, so you're going to pick this little side character from the first game, and now he's the main villain controlling the whole town.
Yeah, I mean...
It was fun.
It was fun. They could have went with, they could have went with the classic villain. They could have used Penguin or something like that. I feel like that maybe would have a little bit of worry.
The takedowns of Penguin are fun. We've said this numerous times. I just replayed through the Freeze one. I was done like that. Yeah,
and that's one thing. The boss battles are taking down the different villains that he has in Arkham Knight, especially Arkham Knight, 'cause that's the one I played.
Killer Croc was super quick.
Yeah, they were always awful. That was City Croc.
No, I'm talking about the DLC pack in.
Oh, the
Arkham
DLC
Knight.
in Night. Yes, yeah.
That was just. I think it was what, 3 missions?
Yeah, and the Ra's al Ghul one wasn't really all that hard. But you don't even fight Ra's al Ghul because he's dying.
Mad Hatter one was easy.
Mad Hatter one was
super easy.
The Freeze one was the most fun I had. Was the Freeze one?
That was the most challenging one.
Yes.
Honestly. Because you go into the one thing and there's snipers that you didn't really notice at first. You kind of just always jump in, but
those boss battles are great.
But now Scarecrow's just tripping you out. Those were just so much fun. How you think you see Gordon get killed. And,
oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
I don't know. I just found those games more fun. Batman has great villains. If only they would use them in the movies.
Yeah. I was sad that and you said the Deathstroke battle. That was one that you.
Actually, it is time for honorable mention. So yeah, Deathstroke from.
See, I'm surprised that was the one that sent me this. Yeah, that was. You say that's a really intense battle. I've never played Origin. It's a tough one. So.
Origin's a tough one. Yeah, Deathstroke's a very tough one. Deadshot is another hard one.
Yeah.
I know in Night though, the Two-Face ones where he finally comes in, all I did was just perch above him.
Stack him up, but that's really it.
I just went, so he's not going to shoot himself down? Like, this is how we're doing it? Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I think one playthrough, I dropped the chandelier on him. I'm trying to think of other great boss. Like, there's so many great boss battles in that game. Pigman.
Pigman from the season of Gotham.
Oh, yeah. Still don't know how that's really working out. But, I already know you're number one. So I won't mention any from that series.
We can talk about all that when we get to my number one.
In the very first South Park game, the one on N64.
Giant Turkey.
Yes. How the fuck did you know that?
Because I was doing my research, doing my homework. I was listening to our old episodes, and we did our top FPS episode, and you picked South Park, and we talked about
I remember, like, as you said, like, you were running alongside the buildings, I'm running alongside of a cliff throwing snowballs at this thing's ass, because that's where there's a bullseye. People aren't going to believe this shit is real. They actually have to go find videos.
Those are real things.
And Terrence and Phillip dolls were like your grenades.
Dodgeballs, pistol and snowballs.
The piranha gun.
Cow launcher.
There was the record player that made people turn.
Yes. Yep.
There's just so much weird shit back in the day.
You got what else you got for honorable mentions?
Fuck. There's so many great boss battles, but me and you, like, we were starting off. We're gonna go. Do we want to do favorite boss battles or hardest
boss battles? Yeah, that was the question.
I feel like we should have saved some of these for hardest boss battles, but fuck, we're here now. I can't, like, none like spring to mind right away. Like, besides the one that you have.
Yes.
I'm again playing Mad Max because that's on the regular Xbox at my girlfriend's house.
What are the boss battles like? They're not.
They're interesting. The titles they have for some of those bosses, I just distracted Jane so much. She was on her phone. And I just went, "Have you looked at some of the names?" Like the one guy was called Cocklocka. I swear.
Okay.
Like you have settlements where there's a guy called Gut Gash. There's a woman called Pink Eye, and you're just going, I swear to God, dude, I will send you the names.
I don't doubt you.
It's Mad Max. That's the thing. Yeah. You're just sitting there going, what the fuck is it with these people and asses and dicks and S&M? But still, just such a fun game. But no, they're like the usual like brutes you find. You have to kind of like wear their health down and all that.
Okay.
But no, it's a fun game. Just the names. Like the one guy's called Stank Gum. Don't know why. And everything's colored in rainbows. It's fucking weird.
Okay.
Mad Max is just like an Australian acid trip. Obsessed with cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
And desert.
Yeah. And leather.
So basically, your dreams.
I told you that confidence.
So
let's hear some of yours.
For my honorable mentions, I got a lot actually, and I've been sitting here still and I'm gonna think about a lot of them. First off, I talked about games earlier where pretty much every villain in the game is like a boss. I can't talk about boss battles without talking about Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes.
That almost made my list because those were, talk about grand scope games, like Grand Scope Colossus. I think there was 13 or 14 Colossi.
Yeah, and I think it was on that. I remember all the ones after you, but all the ones we have from that list were some that I remember. I just like how it went. The first boss.
Yeah, the first boss.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, because that was literally like, that's how, like, again, like the Hydra battle almost. The first time you ran into a Colossi and Shadow Colossus, you were like, holy shit. Like, you're a little 5'10" dude, and here's this 60-foot monster coming through that you had to climb on and find a sweet spot on his back to be able to kill him. Like, it really changed the game of what you would expect that video games could do. But there's so many.
I also feel like Shadow of the Colossus is still underrated today.
I mean, it's respected so much by gamers in the know. The gamers that know about Shadow of the Colossus will all tell you that's one of the greatest games.
I think me and you have watched videos, I just go, this just looks fucking amazing. Yeah. I don't want to play it, but it just looks fucking amazing because you've said how difficult it was, and I just go, I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah, it's fun though. But there's so many games that we gotta talk about. We're talking about not even necessarily things that are my honorable mentions, but real quick, I want to go through. We gotta give like a big shout out to Ganondorf from the original Legend of Zelda, even where you needed the special era to defeat him. All the iterations of Ganon throughout Ocarina of Time, and then we can't not talk about this. But I'll talk about Bowser. Even how ridiculously easy Bowser is to beat.
That almost was my number one. because it's along the same era as my number 1. But I just remember that one just being so much fun.
Yeah, it was so easy to be. Even the regular Nintendo, all you do is jump over the axis and jump on his head, and then he fall. Jump over his head, and the bridge would fall.
Trying to aim him to hit the bombs on the side of the ring.
Yeah,
that was always the bitch.
Yeah, I remember in Super Mario World for Super Nintendo, he would throw the items out that you would step on, you had to flip them up in the air and hit him in the head. And then he always had the different stages where he'd come back and like try to roll you over, like the different levels of the boss battle. That was one thing also like I miss. And like, remember when boss battles had different levels? Like you'd beat him, and then you didn't beat him. Like he's still alive, and now he can do this. Like,
yes, that's. Yet again, when I know exactly what you mean. Like, this isn't even my final form.
Yes. This isn't even my final form. But big honorable mentions that I have to talk about before we move on. I got to bring up Final Fantasy. I got to bring up Sephiroth, Final Fantasy VII. Even Final Fantasy.
You were really divided on who to pick for your list.
I am.
You almost went for Sephiroth.
Yeah, I can't believe Sephiroth didn't make my list. I'm very surprised. And even Final Fantasy X.
Well, maybe if the fucker won March Madness, he would have made the list.
Fighting Seymour. Yeah. Fighting. I re-listened to that episode too. I can't wait to do that again. I have some ideas for that anyway. Even Final Fantasy X, Seymour, Unalesca, Sin, even fighting the Espers to get them. Another game that I'll talk about real quick, and it's not really a boss battle, but I would consider it a boss battle, the Friday the 13th game. Because every time you jumped in a server, it's an online game, one of the people in your server was Jason.
And that's him with the boss.
Yeah, and he's technically the boss, and it was hard. And another one that I loved, we talked about earlier about the music changing when a boss battle came, stuff like that. Fighting the tank in Left 4 Dead. Like, when the tank came through, shit was going down. You're like, fuck, like, alright, like, I gotta outrun this thing and throw fucking bombs at it and shoot it. And
The witch was the worst one, though.
Oh, yeah. I was good at capping witches. I could shotgun blast a witch in the back of my head.
Now that, like, I've mentioned going back to the list, we have Rom from fucking Gears of War.
Yeah, he was almost on your list.
Yes, he almost was, because I just remember... But it wasn't him being the hard level, it was the level right before him where you gotta face like 2 of the Brumacs, I think. Okay. And run to your thing, and you only have a certain amount of time. I was never making it.
Yeah, that top 25 list had, the number 1 on their list was the Riftworm from Gears of War 2. And I didn't play a lot of Gears of War, but I did play that with a friend of mine, and I remember those missions.
Speaking of that list, we almost left someone off that we said we were gonna mention.
What was that?
Psycho Mantis.
Psycho Mantis, or Metal Gear Solid.
God, I've seen the videos that wasn't the Metal Gear Solid I played, but that just looks just...
Psycho Mantis is probably one of the most revolutionary villains. Will always be remembered as one of the greatest boss fights that you have, because in the middle of the fight, it would...
The first villain to break the 4th wall.
Break the 4th wall. It starts reading your games off of your memory card. It fucks with your controllers, and you don't know why. You have to unplug your controller from port 1 into port 2 to get control of
I've
Snake
heard
again.
So many stories of like what people have done.
Like Hideo Kojima's out of his goddamn mind. I don't even know how they can program that type of shit in these video games. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, he's out of his mind. What, did you watch another fucking Death Stranding?
I did watch it. No, I did not. I know I did not. But let's put it this way: we have stuff like that for Psycho Mantis. Expect what we're gonna have in games like Death Stranding. You know, like, could you even imagine what the hell that's gonna be like?
That's like how everyone just went from Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain straight to Death Stranding. We all left whatever that little Metal Gear was in between, just gone completely.
And I guess I will end on now I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I gotta say, spoiler alert, one of the coolest things, and when I say cool, I mean heart-wrenching, but it's one of the most memorable things was when you got killed as John Marston, because you're inside of a barn, and you have like 20 lawmen outside your door, and you walk to the door, and the door swings open, and it instantaneously goes into dead eye, like the slow motion, you don't pick it, and you try to pick off as many as you can. Dude,
how hard did you try?
So I knew that I was always going to die, but I replayed it about like 3 or 4 times, because one guy in the group is the main bad guy, basically. Okay. He's the one who fed.
He's the one you kept going for first.
Yes.
That was your problem.
I'm like, I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to get him. As long as I shoot him,
I'll shoot him and gain the respect of the others.
Yeah, I don't care if I get shot by 20 other people. If I can shoot this one guy, my job's done. And you can't. It doesn't work. Trust me, I tried.
You probably looked at videos too.
I did multiple times. So that was those are the ones that like were. That one was really tugging my heartstrings because there was no coming back from that.
So there's pretty much. I'll text you the question when I get to it. Like, should I just pick randomly? Fuck it.
Oh, you know what was the most the most intense, it's not even a boss battle scene, but an episode make you cry because we were talking about sad stuff. You know who was the most intense boss battle was? Shooting Lee. In Walking Dead season 1.
I think the easiest boss I think I've ever faced. We'll go all the way back to Arkham. The Joker at the end of Arkham Asylum.
He literally just walk in and punch him in the mouth.
Yeah, pretty much. No, he gets the Bane serum, and it's pretty much just dodge, 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 and it's so fucking stupid.
Oh man, I don't know the easiest boss. The easiest boss I ever fought was
I got one. The squid in the Two Towers. Lord of the Rings.
I don't even remember that.
It's like one of the first bosses.
Okay.
If you like use the cheat where you just keep leveling everybody up all the way.
Well, if you use the cheat, of course it's easy. Yeah, the way to go, Bill.
We don't use cheats anymore because you don't get achievements. And if we don't get achievements, what's the point? Everyone gets a trophy. Lord of the Rings had a lot of great bosses, by the way.
But let's get into our number one.
There's too many bosses from Lord of the Rings to pick. Actually, no, the Witch King, that was a tough one. If I remember correctly.
Which one was that?
Return of the King?
Yeah, I never beat Return of the King. I only beat Two Towers. And I beat Fellowship. I beat the first one, but the first one was great.
didn't.
Two Towers was great.
I remember the one that had the Fellowship was just fucking dumb. You put the ring on and you would hide.
The boss battles in Spider-Man are super easy. They're fun.
I know, I watched one with you. Doc Ock doesn't shut the fuck up the whole time.
They look cool, but they're kind of easy.
Spider-Man would just shot a web with his face. Would save some fucking time.
So, my number one favorite boss battle of all time. Oh, you know what? And I left off GLaDOS. GLaDOS from Portal. I want to talk about her. Sorry, guys. I want to throw that in there. But my favorite boss battle of all time, I guess it's not even.
You took really all the ones people know we're gonna pick.
Yeah, I don't even know this is the final mission. It's not even necessarily a boss battle. Like you're not really you don't really fight any one person.
Yeah.
You fight multiple creatures. Is the suicide mission from Mass Effect 2.
Someone had to pick it, guys. It couldn't be me this time.
The first time you played it through, how many people died?
Oh, get the fuck out, dude.
So, while I was thinking about it,
I remember I didn't pick Tally or Legion, who you're supposed to pick as your tech. I picked like fucking Morden. Yeah. So Morden was gone. I remember going through. I did everything the way you're supposed to, but I still lost people. So I went right back. It's like I got 45. I got 45 minutes to spare. Do it all again. We're saving fuck everyone.
Yep.
I do know there's this thing when they capture your ship, you can't go out and like do other missions. Otherwise, they start like liquidating people. Honestly.
Yes.
I remember the one time I made that mistake and they liquidated your assistant pretty much.
Oh, the British, the redhead chick.
Kelly?
Yeah, I can't
Commandant? No, yes, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that's one of those.
Oh, not the British. I'm thinking the Scottish girl from Mass Effect Andromeda. I was.
Oh yeah. Oh, the one I had the crush on.
Yeah.
God, don't get. They take her.
Sorry.
Well, technically they did take her. So we're not getting DLC.
My first run through again. You needed to pick a tech person, but I remember they explained the suicide mission. They're like, we need someone that's good at traveling through vents and everything like that. So my initial thought was to pick Thane, because Thane Krios, the first time you met Thane Krios,
I think I picked Thane.
He jumped out of a vent and assassinated that person. Thane was an assassin.
Wow, you put.
So I did. I really did, and I played it, and Thane died. He does the code for open the door, and he gets shot when the door opens. I'm like, fuck. So I did it again. Thane
Too
died.
soon.
Yeah. Well. He died in 2, and I didn't want him to die.
Do we want to give you the spoiler now?
So
fuck it, we'll do spoilers now. Thane does die in 3, but it's fucking sad.
I remember
I teared up the last time I played.
When I picked the people, I picked Garrus to do something. I'm like, if you die, Garrus, I swear to God, if you die, I will throw this game out the fucking window. I'm like, I will kick my TV screen if you die.
So how many copies of this game did you buy?
And I didn't, but it was alright. I didn't want to pick Tally because I wanted Tally to survive.
But see, that's when the whole thing they're going like, you want the tech person, you want.
So I went back and on my actually 3rd or 4th playthrough, I picked Tally instead of Thane, and everyone survived.
Who was your biotic? No. Is it biotic? I'm thinking of.
You need
for your shield. Who'd you pick?
Oh, the Asari.
That's not
sure. Not Jack. I didn't. Jack's too much of a loose gun. I didn't trust her.
I know. I just.
You know I don't like Jack.
I love Jack. I just saw the Asari as like, oh, she's more in control.
Yes, exactly.
But then, of course, bitch still gets tired. I'm going, come on.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I picked the Asari as the tech guy. I picked
was your escort.
I think that was Garrus, because I wanted Garrus close to me. That's what it was.
No, who escorted when you get to like your crew? Who escorted them back?
Oh, I don't remember.
That's when you're supposed to pick Morden.
Oh yeah.
Supposedly. That's why.
No, well, everyone survived. I might have picked Grunt.
Oh, I would have picked Grunt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he's a strong dude. I figured he'd be able to protect them.
There was something they even said, like, I've been going through like the list of like who you're supposed to pick, but I just remember just picking Morden because they need someone to help take care of people back there. I was like, okay. And like he wanted your strongest at the front, like fighting everyone back.
Yeah.
I just remember just the one playthrough I had where Morden like you just kind of see him get shot and he falls and going, how? I did everything right.
I probably kept Morden as far away from the battle as possible.
And that's another one.
Yeah,
fucking Morden.
The loss of Morden. We lost Dane.
That's another tear up moment for me where he's just like, no.
And he starts singing the song too. It was great. It really was. That was a great moment. It was hard. Mass Effect. If you can just read.
Just breaking shit.
That's upset I am. Just remaster Mass Effect for.
No, just give us our fucking DLC. Or remaster.
It's never gonna happen.
We're gonna have to wait like 15 more years for remaster. I'm telling you right now.
So.
And your weapons are gonna get affected by the weather.
What's your number one?
And then Garrus's dick size gets affected by the cold.
That upsets me.
And then your tires won't grip the grass when it's raining. We watched this video, and you honestly just went, I forgot all about this.
Oh yes, that's right. I don't forget about that. This is a Thai beer. Singa, premium import lager beer, or the original Thai beer from Bangkok, Thailand.
If you start tucking before we're done the show, we have Andros from Star Fox 60.
What a random one. I would never have thought that was going to be on your list.
I just remember it just being so much fun, seriously, because it starts off, you're honestly fighting just the head and hands. And we watch more of it, you're just like, we're just going, this guy does not know how to fucking play. Like, he's trying to suck you in.
Yeah.
You're supposed to blow the hands up first.
Drop bomb into the mouth.
Yes, and then it becomes the crazy robot head.
The YouTube commenters were like, oh, drop a bomb in the mouth, dude.
It was even just driving me crazy. I'm just going, just how low his health dropped so quick, which just fucking drove me insane. It's probably just being one of those ones where I was a kid just going, what the fuck?
Yeah, I said that, and I was going to say, why was it that one that always stuck out for you? Why was it something that you always?
So it's just so fucking crazy. It just reminded me of like the Mario head from Mario 64.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to kill it. The one level you thought I was going to pick was the Independence Day level.
Yes,
Against Star Wolf?
I don't remember.
I believe it is. I remember if you don't beat them, you have to fight them in another base later on, and they're stronger. And it's I don't know. Star Fox 64 is just one of those fun games.
Oh yeah, I still got it.
I know you do.
Still got it.
I haven't played any of the new ones. Don't really want to. I'm already where I am.
Why don't we get a Star Fox remake for the Switch that neither of us own nor care about owning?
I mean, we can go to the Funplex and just kind of try to win one.
That's the biggest problem with Nintendo games, man. I just don't have time to buy their systems.
Yeah, because it's like a new one every fucking 8 months.
And that, like, I already have these high quality systems, like, you know, hey, you have your PlayStation, Xbox. That's a big enough war already to decide which one's better between the two of those. And then now you're going to get a Switch on top of that. I have friends that have both, and that's the golden, right?
Yeah, that's an 8%er. That's good.
That Gonto port was 9.2, by the way. So I'm all this Thai beer, I think this is going to be light.
And this
is going to be
your pre-show beer was 9.2.
Yes, it was 9.2.
Our pre-show beer. I had more in mine than Reese did of his.
I don't know. I'm trying to look for the ABV. There is no, it's 5%. This is middle of the road.
Sucky.
Yes.
Sorry. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Long time.
That's the first thing that popped in my head. But no, like Star Fox just had like such great. There's great boss battles all over it. Come on, we're trying to get back on topic.
Sorry. Just keep thinking of sucky long time.
I'm gonna watch an episode of South Park later. Now I'm gonna have to. But no, like, how much of Star Fox do you remember? None.
Little to none. I remember do a barrel roll. That's it. Sorry, I didn't even make you laugh.
I knew you were gonna do it at some point. I knew you were gonna do it at some point.
Do a barrel roll. Fucking Froggy. Fuck Froggy.
That wasn't Froggy. That was
What was that frog's name? His name was Froggy, right? No,
Peppy?
Skippy. That
It was
piece of
Skippy,
shit.
Falco.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, Skippy, Falco, and Peppy were on your team. God
You
damn.
touch my Peppy, Steve. I'm sorry. You set it up and knocked him down. It was too easy. Multiplicity. I couldn't not take that.
How is that not in a video?
That was low hanging fruit.
I can't wait till we do a Star Fox tournament now. Don't you touch my Peppy, Steve! But no, boss battles, there's so many that we can't
There's dozens.
We're gonna
dozens.
Yeah, I know people are going, of course, dipshit, there's tough
Dude,
millions of
the final fight between the general and Modern Warfare 2.
Yes.
Was it 2 or 1? It was 2, yeah, it was 2. That was awesome. You pull the knife out of your chest and fucking throw it in him. Like, dude, like stuff like that. There's so many memorable moments. There's so much stuff.
I think you fight a tank at the end of Dead Rising, if I'm remembering correctly.
I don't remember.
If you have to get like the true ending, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, don't ever. Just trying to do the story is just so dumb in those fucking games. You just want to run around, like, put shit on and kill zombies.
Dude, playing fucking Dragon Force at the end of Guitar Hero 3.
Oh, should we, like, count, like...
Dude, that was we're playing the devil in Guitar Hero 3.
Did you really?
You play the devil. You play Devil Goes Down in Georgia.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't even know that.
Yep.
I'm just so mad Guitar Hero kind of fell off.
I love those games. It's been a while.
Yeah, I know. There's 2 of them sitting right over there.
Yeah, yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I know there's boss battle for everything. Like, we'll just run through some of the ones that were on the list. They had Mike Tyson.
Super Mike Tyson, watch out. Bebop and Rocksteady from the 1989 TMNT.
Bullrog.
Yeah, Bullrog was almost a harder fight than Ed Bison. You know who was always a harder fight than Goro? Shang Tsung, I thought Shang Tsung was a harder fight than Goro. And I thought Shao Kahn was kind of hard.
Who was the worst guy?
Goro. No, that was Kintaro.
Yeah.
Kintaro.
You'd think he'd be the toughest one. We had a Tyrant.
Tyrant from first Resident Evil, and then the second, I forget what the fucking bad guy was from Resident Evil 2.
Was it Nemesis?
No, 3 was Nemesis. It was called Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Shit, we're horrible fans. I forget what the bad guy number 2 is. And number 4 was the Spanish dude, the cult leader dude. He was a Spanish priest.
Oh, okay. I was like,
you're like,
4 on the list? I'm like, 4 on the list? What?
About? Yeah.
Like, I don't remember a Spanish guy on that list. That list was very racist.
5 was Wesker. That was you guys were good boss battles with Wesker. And I say good, I mean shitty, because Wesker was fucking Neo, and he could dodge bullets. And he was just like walking down the hall all slow, and you shoot, and he's fucking dodge bullets while he's walking towards you.
Yeah, I saw this. He was like a low rank Neo. Yeah. I saw 7. I saw some of the boss battles in that. That was just fucking creepy.
Yeah, man.
The one woman became a fucking spider.
Yeah.
There was the Cyber Demon, of course, was on there from Doom. Bowser was pretty high on the list.
How did I forget?
Oh no.
How did I forget?
This is why we do this after.
The greatest boss.
Oh no.
Of all time. We talked about it on a previous episode. I was just listening to it the other day. The Abominable Snowman.
Oh, get the fuck out.
From the end of Ski Free.
I should be giving you shit of how you forgot.
How did I forget?
I should be giving you shit of how you forget.
The Abominable Snowman from Ski Free.
That is like the one boss you can't do. It literally drives you insane.
Yeah, and also the boss battle with the most deaths under its belt of any boss, Dysentery from Oregon.
Ah, fuck.
That was the greatest boss of all time. Just killed everyone. Killed thousands upon thousands of helpless victims.
I know there were Dark Souls bosses on there. It was the name.
There was 2 of them. It was something weird word and another weird word.
One's a fat guy, one's a skinny guy.
Yes,
that's the most we took from that.
Tweedledum, Tweedlethin.
God, I really wonder how much we piss off Dark Souls fans.
No, they don't listen to our show because they're too busy out there hating their lives.
Yeah.
that's why. We don't have to worry about it.
They're just patiently waiting outside a GameStop for the next one to fucking just ruin their lives.
So guys, if I know we forgot so many, you guys should write.
We didn't even scratch the surface.
I mean, another was on the list. Dracula from the Castlevania series.
Yes.
You know, you can't forget him.
I know. We should just kind of like left the
Dude,
list.
every Mega Man boss is a boss battle. A Cutman.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
You go with those bosses.
What was it, Captain Insano? No, that's Waterboy. Captain.
That's probably
Dr. Nero, Dr. Insano. No, the fuck is the bad guy's name from Crash Bandicoot? I don't know his name.
Dr. No, it's
Dr. No is James Bond.
This is why we're gonna need Jameson for fucking.
Oh man!
I'm just gonna start crying now for that.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Well, no, but seriously though, please, guys, write in your choices for your favorite boss battles. We want to hear about your favorite stories and experiences with boss
we know
battles.
we haven't even scratched the surface.
No, man, I was a simple kid, man. I played a lot of Mario games, like when I was growing up. Like my youth, like Dr. Robotnik and Sonic, but that wasn't even really a famous boss battle. I mean, I like those games, but
Bowser, you're just like, fuck this bitch.
Yeah, fuck Bowser. Like seriously, I fuck Bowser. Like Bowser got fucked up so often by me that I don't even want to include him in the list. Like, you know what? Yeah, he's important, but whatever. Fuck him. Like I'll kick his ass. Like that's like
all I gotta do is grab his tail and spin him. Fuck.
Yeah. So that's
I do that just for fun.
That's the only reason why a lot of those types of guys are there. Nemesis was a cool one, a cool boss that you never even could kill. You couldn't even do anything to him. Was the Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, but you couldn't do shit to the Pyramid Head.
No,
that motherfucker fucked you up. Like that's all he did. His job was to fuck you up, and that's what he did.
Yet again, I saw the movie.
Yeah, so
he ripped a woman's skin off like it was nothing.
Like a hot knife through butter. So yeah, so guys, if you're out there, another boss battle.
Oh, I can think of some fun ones now. The Nazi Kourtney Kardashian's Nazi baby from South Park. Stick of Truth. The Nazi zombies. Those were fun.
Yeah.
We can just think of more offensive shit.
We can keep this going. We can keep this going for hours on end.
The priest from the Fractured But Whole.
Oh wow, that was the bad guy.
It was a boss. It was a boss,
but it was a fun boss. Okay.
Oh yeah. They're trying to touch you the whole night. It's weird.
That's what they do. So I've been told.
Yeah, I can see the news too.
So guys, please email us, comment on our page, tell us what your choices would have been, tell us why our choices suck. We won't care, but we'll listen to it. Make sure you guys check out for our new content. We're always updating and stuff. I'm gonna try
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna laugh at that one. We're always updating. We haven't posted in fucking 2 months.
Okay.
I know, we've had stuff going on. You've had like fucking 3 different beer releases, 2 Halloween parties, and a partridge in a pear tree.
What I meant to say is that we're constantly sharing stuff on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we are. And getting yelled at for it.
Yes.
That's when Bill deletes posts because he doesn't feel like dealing with it.
Nothing was bad as the feminism one, the girl gamer one I posted. We get it's so funny. Like we get some activity. Like people share posts, they like posts. Some people comment. But
we post something that people don't agree with. Jesus, fuck.
I post one thing, and there was like 10 comments. Some people are like, I'm like, oh my god, guys. I'm like, you took this entirely the wrong way.
I literally put my phone down, go to the bathroom, come back. There's fucking 10 notifications. I went, Jesus Christ.
I'm like, yeah, I'm real sorry about that.
I just texted Reese and just went, what happened?
Yeah,
he's like, did you look at it? I went, kinda. What's the problem?
It was a joke that they didn't realize. They thought I was being serious. It was about girl gamers.
Apparently people don't know us.
I grew up with, hang out with, and dated girl gamers my whole entire life. There was nothing negative about girl gamers at all. It was a joke. It was parody because of how ridiculously over top and stupid the joke was. I thought it was funny. I read it. I'm like, oh my god.
I still think it's funny.
I read it. I'm like, who takes this serious? I'm like, this is ridiculous. So yeah, I apologize for that. But please, guys, I promise to have more episodes up. So make sure you go check us out on our website, www.gamingbuzz.com. Make sure you check us out on Twitter @GamingBuzz. You can email me, Reese, or Bill @gamingbuzz.com. Or if you have a general question about the podcast or the show in general, just email info@gamingbuzz.com.
I already did Reese and Bill, so I figured info.
Yeah. We are missing someone from our previous episode. Mario is our new co-host.
Yeah.
You noticed the pimple is gone too, right?
I know. It seems our guest stole it.
Yeah. Oh man. Why? Because he's black?
Anyway, guys, it's been...
So guys, this has been really that was too easy, man.
I come off so racist.
It was too easy. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Gaming Buzz. I'm Reese.
Come on, so fucking racist.
That's Bill. We'll see you guys next episode.
Yeah, Bill doesn't have a fucking Senate hearing. Did you say these jokes on so-and-so day? Oh, I don't know. It's too busy. Fuck.
Bill,
It's just not getting any better.
don't worry about it.
Bang, bang. We're done.
You got a black friend.
You can find us online at www.gamingbuzz.com, Twitter at GamingBuzz, or Gaming Buzz Facebook. Special thanks to Stone River for his flying fish and many more, and viewers like you. Also check out RNS Podcast and Black Mirror Reflections.